Council meeting to order for June 16th. We have roll call.
Councilmember Dodson. Here. Okaberg.
Here.
Schultz.
Here.
Burbank.
Here.
Rainey.
Here.
Svendy.
Here.
Abraham.
Here.
And Mayor Kuntz.
Here.
We have all 7 of the council and the mayor present.
Thank you. Please rise and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, and we'd like to welcome you all to the meeting tonight. And with that, look for approval of the agenda. We do have one cancellation of 3.2.2 is the labor contract with the local patrol officers. That would be removed from the agenda at this point. So Chair is looking for a motion to approve it with the correction.
So moved.
Motion by Nate Dotson to approve.
Second.
Do we have a second by Brent Svenby? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? This has been approved. We will move down to the financial report, and I will ask Councilmember Schultz to read it.
Total expenditures presented for approval tonight are as follows. Checks over $20,000 are $26,918 to acquire 437 Mineral Springs Road. $170,028, that is the city portion of the state road project on Hoffman Drive. $87,422 to the League of Minnesota Cities Insurance Trust for the quarterly workers' comp premium. $29,473 to Owatonna Ford Chrysler for a new unmarked police department vehicle. $110,314 to the Southeast Service Cooperative for the June health insurance premiums. Other expenditures of $201,214 make a total presented for approval tonight of $625,372.01.
Thank you, Greg. Any questions on the agenda or the financial report?
Motion to pay the bills.
We have a motion by Kevin Rainey to pay the bills. Do we have a second to that?
Second.
Oh, goes Jeff. Okaberg seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? This has been approved also. Moving on to the consent agenda items, which are permit requests, minutes of meetings, etc. Other requests, any questions on that agenda?
Just a comment, Les.
Yes.
There seemed to be some discussion last year after the color dash occurred. I don't recall exactly without pulling up the minutes from those meetings, but hopefully they got squared away more this year so that we don't have complaints from that again.
And that's on the agenda here for...
It was 2.2.2.
Okay.
Les?
Yes.
We do have a representative you want to...
Yes, I'm aware that he is here. Any other questions from the council?
I've got a question on that one as well that I'll address with Mr. Argis.
Okay, we'll just ask Mark if you would like to join us at the microphone there.
Good evening. Question I've got is past color dashes. I've gotten calls in regards to garbage not being picked up. The powder is still on the streets on the trail system that obviously the garbage needs to be picked up. Do you also have a plan in place in regards to the powder once the race is done?
Sure. So my name's Mark Argis. I'm the Youth First Director here in town, and so the one big difference this year is that this is a Youth First event. And so hopefully, I know some of you are familiar with who we are. We're a local nonprofit. We're kind of almost into our 5th year, and we've done a bunch of events here in town. And in fact, the city is one of our partners, and we think we've been a great partner. So we are still, we think Color Dash's formula is interesting to us. We've done it 2 years, the last 2 years in Albert Lee, as kind of one of the events that we wanted to do down there. And the intent of it really is we like their formula because it allows us as a local nonprofit to be able to partner with another group, and this year our partner in the Color Dash is the Arts Center. So just so you know, the intent behind it is to tie in a family-friendly event that can be on an annual basis, something that people can look forward to and plan on. And we do a lot of work in the youth sports arena right now, and we're looking to expand beyond that to touch more families and more kids, and we look at this as a way to do that. The funding will go toward our partnership with them to create a mobile art experience that'll be kind of an outreach program to like after-school programs and daycares and those kind of things. So we'll actually be demonstrating that as well. So to address your questions is, first of all, again, Color Dash is coming in to do the 5K event piece of it. So Hamid will still have some of his race directors and folks that'll put that together and be part of the staff. My volunteer crew will be in charge of the event. So we will oversee the planning, all of the logistics, and the cleanup. In fact, I've met already, we talked a little bit, in fact, Chris and a couple of us have talked earlier, and then Kevin, you and I have spoke, but I've already met with Rick Smith. And what I'm going to do is actually work within their boundaries and their expertise, because I know they've seen things that I haven't, but our goal is to absolutely make this 100% positive, spotless when it's all done, and something that you, not only you can be proud of as our partner, as the city, but that we can be proud of and have on an annual basis an ongoing experience that we can continue to build on like we have with our other events over the last 4 or 5 years. So, I guess long story short is, do we have a plan? Yes. Will we execute it? Yes. And it'll be my responsibility from a Youth First standpoint. It won't be Color Dash per se. Color Dash is our event partner, but it's a Youth First event. So we will make sure the trails are right. We'll make sure the garbage, in fact, we'll have a volunteer team like we've done in Albert Lea the last 2 years. We'll walk the entire course, and then we'll have a plan with Rick that'll take care of excess powder, garbage, and all those kind of things, both downtown as well as on the trail.
Thank you.
I guess I know Mark has done a lot of events in the community, and he doesn't do them halfway. They're always done professionally. He did call me this last week, wanted to know what my concerns were. I feel very comfortable going forward. I trust that Mark will give it the same effort that he does with the other events that he's hosted in the community. So
Appreciate that. Thanks.
Thank you. Any other questions from the council? Okay, thank you, Mark. And with that, that is part of the consent agenda items. What is the council's wishes?
Motion to approve.
We have a motion by Greg Schultz to approve. Do we have a second to that?
second.
Second by Kevin Rainey. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? This has been approved. Congratulations, good luck with that. Moving on to action items, we've got 3.2.1 settlement agreement and release BCM Construction Incorporated, and we'll go to Kyle.
Good evening. In 2012, the City of Owatonna contracted with BCM Construction for work on 12th Street Southeast. There was some settlement, I believe you're all aware of, that occurred after that project. We worked together with BCM to come to an agreement on getting that repaired for the residents. We were able to do successfully. It's about a 2/3 BCM cost, 1/3 city cost. And the works looks good. So we recommend approval of the agreement. And we have already received the funds from BCM.
Thank you, Kyle. Any questions from the council? What is the council's wishes?
Motion to approve.
We have a motion to approve by Nate Dotson. Do we have a second to that?
Second.
Second by Jeff Okelberg. Any further discussion there? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? This has been approved. Moving on to 3.3, which is board and commission recommendations for conditional use permit C1375, and there we go to Troy.
Thank you. Gray Companies, on behalf of Northland Restaurant Group, is proposing a Hardee's restaurant on the corner of State Avenue and Hoffman Drive, where the current our former MC Fitness facility is located. The property is in a B2 community business district, and the ordinance does require a conditional use permit for the drive-up facilities. The building would be 3,312 square feet with, again, the drive-up facilities. The existing building would be demolished and the site allowed to be redeveloped. And if you remember at the last meeting, there was some easement things we had to clean up to get the site ready for redevelopment. Proposed building would have an occupant load of 85, with 26 stalls being required. The applicant is providing 35 off-street parking stalls, including 2 van-accessible handicap stalls on the site. Access to the property, there would be a full access off of Frontage Lane, which is to the north of the site. It's a joint driveway with car time. And then there's currently a right-in, right-out on the east side of the property on State Avenue. That's actually being shifted a little further north on the site, and there would be a little pork chop median put in there to more direct right in and right out traffic. The median within the roadway would stay as is. The drive-through lane would have 2 ordering boards, so there would be ample stacking space available to accommodate both lanes. We did have a public hearing at Planning Commission last Tuesday. We did not have anyone comment on the proposal, and the Planning Commission recommended approval with a few minor conditions, and staff would recommend approval as recommended by the Planning Commission.
Thank you, Joy. Any questions from the council? What is the council's wishes?
Motion to approve.
We have a motion by Greg to approve with those conditions at the planning.
Yes.
Okay, we have a motion by Greg Schultz to approve with
Second.
those conditions. Second by Kevin Rainey. Any further discussion?